you know that person who's always late to the party? Well, today that person is me. I wanted to play something with stunning visuals, engaging combat, and a story worth dying for.
Do you think I have big mom energy?
I had not to look any further than the 20-year-old WoW classic, Hardcore, because I hate my life. So I chose the server Stitches because that reminds me of my childhood when my mom told me that I was too fat to be birthed normally and they had to resort to C-section. That is also where I would put Hanukkah in the tier list of holidays because I'm not Hebrew, I don't celebrate it, so straight to the C tier you go. I decided to choose the most basic combination of class and race that delivers me the true essence of the game. Being old. And swimming in nostalgia because who else would play this game? Plus, this class has the highest probability of reaching level 60 and that is exactly what I need with my below average skill level. After choosing a name that would help me to stay true to my honest patriotism, I agreed to the hostage situation I'm about to get into and entered the world.
For legal reasons, I'm not in any way associated with the Nazis and I just wanted to make a funny joke, okay?
Being greeted by Deputy Willem, he tells me that none of the lazy-ass guards here have been farming, which I can clearly see observing his level. After asking him to speak to his manager, I'm starting to doubt I have picked the right gender. Ultimately, I was hired to slaughter some furries and Irish midgets. A quick 360 no-scope later and I finally popped the cherry and got the first blood. Eventually, I finished off more furries than Lana Rhodes on a casting call and called an emergency meeting with my supervisor. Reminding me of my uncle, he told me that my session is not finished yet and sent me over to abuse minors with my iron baton. But even this task left Marshall McBride unsatisfied, same as St. Patrick's Day because he takes no pride in celebrating this holiday. F tier. For his final trick, the unreal Slim Shady required me to pay a visit with my friggin' Mercedes to the tax-paying cobalt labor factory to back the beat. In fact, the D that cracked the key and killed all of them actually. After doing exactly that, Eminem sent me to Goldshire, aka roleplay heaven, because he definitely does not usually skip that part. But before going there, I decided to relive a typical day in the beautiful streets of London and get some cheeky nandos with the Monday. I killed their boss, but he reminded me of the fact that the British leaders do indeed not die because as I was ripping off the head of his corpse, he reappeared in my face and tried to show me like he hates me. So after officially faking another British tragedy and deporting Garrick to the same spot somewhere in South America where all the other deceived leaders go, I was sent back to London to harvest some grapes for the sexually deprived lady who's absolutely trying to impress brother Niels with the goal of calling him stepbrother tonight. Not trying to be part of the camera crew, I immediately escape from the sex tower and make my way to Goldshire. And this is finally where my adventure commences, where I set out to be the mightiest of knights and fight the most fearsome creatures the world has to offer. Come on, Marshall Duggan! Tell me what I'm supposed to... Oh. Kobolds. Alright. Well, after killing another bunch of these leprechaun-looking asses and ripping them off their entire wealth, I delivered 10 ounces of gold dust to this totally not shady-looking person standing inconspicuously at the roadside. I'm starting to feel that despite my character's appearance, his level might actually represent his age because who, in their right mind, trades gold for a bag of fucking marbles? Feeling completely ripped off, I take my anger out on some more minors because if high school ever taught me something, then that bullying kids is completely acceptable and a lot of fun. Having said that, me and my 2 remaining brain cells decide not to take the road that is made for safe travel, but rather go through the forest, having the pathfinding mechanics of Atlas, pulling everyone and their mother, leading to the gangbang of the century. Unfortunately though, I'm not very good at reading contracts, ultimately prompting me to skip over the line where it said that despite being advertised as honest and fair labor, I was gonna be raped to death. Yes, I died at level 6. But what was going to happen next? Was I going to quit the game? Was I going to leave all of that behind? The journey to level 60? My journey to proving my virginity to a bunch of losers on the internet? No. It was at that time when it struck my mind. I have never touched grass before. I don't know how to read the instructions on a shampoo bottle. My girlfriend is indeed the square root of negative numbers. I am made for this. I remade the exact same character and got to the exact same place as before, but this time, it had to be different. See, I have a disease called mental stability, but if I get myself 17 bags of Doritos, chuck 32 Mountain Dews in a row, and sleep for 10 hours, a year, then maybe I can achieve level 60. This time I made good use of my newly learned ability called Thunderclap, because as you might know, I'm actually a divine descendant of the thunder god Li Shen, who sent me out to kill the Lich King who doesn't even exist yet. But it's all in the lore, trust me. Что, кстати, тоже одно из многовекных преданий, это то, что Новый год это один из самых лучших праздников в году. Поэтому закидываем его в эску. I learned how to cook basic dishes so I can steal from the poor and feed the rich. I was then sent out once again to molest some kobolds, and this time I needed to acquire large candles from them, which some of you might call forced charity. I learned hammering your mouth. I learned how to blacksmith, but only midgets possess the ability to mine because their height allows them to have a better center of balance while swinging the pickaxe. It's all in the lore, trust me. For this exact reason, I had to travel to Stormwind, where I wandered around for about 40 minutes before finding the mining trainer, because googling his location would be too fucking easy. My next task was given to me by Thomas just outside of Goldshire. He saw me massacring those wolves earlier and told me about the genetically modified ones that escaped Chernobyl and are now harassing the villagers. This is where I feed my gluttony. There is no one that can escape. Kill, 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 kill all of them. Kill. Christmas is the holiday where everyone comes together and shares love around the world. Plus, it's the season of gifting, so I think it deservedly goes into S tier. Did you know that Chernobyl and Goldshire are just a few miles apart from each other? It's all in the lore, trust me. Do you remember the bag of marbles I got for the 10 ounces of gold? I traded it for one ruined pelt that is worth 5 bronze. If you want to learn more about investing, it's all in my course down below. Anyways, I had to prepare myself for the upcoming winter, which is why I dripped up in some new Gucci, collected wood, killed some people, rated Halloween a D tier, cooked some food, joined a guild, gambled, lost and left the guild, gambled in real life, lost my entire belongings, realized that no matter what I do, I waste my life and lock back on. Can we stop the singing? Also, do you think this couple is in an abusive relationship? Nevertheless, now I was finally strong enough to set out on a new path, fight stronger enemies, and leave Elwyn. And go right back in, because I struggled at the very first enemy I encountered, and if this random ass guy that just so happened to cross my path had not performed CPR on me, I would have probably died again. But hey, it was worth the heart attack, because I ransacked my first green weapon. After being bombarded with this one specific chat message harder than my grandfather in World War II, I finally gave in and asked myself, what the fuck is a hogger? Apparently this guy is an epic enemy that is supposed to be extremely hard to solo, which is why for once the gaming community actually tries to come together in order to achieve a common goal. I didn't want to miss out on this once-in-a-lifetime experience, so you already know I had to join. I'm going to kill.
Fatality. You cannot defeat me.
Proof that I'm a natural, I had to kill him a total of 3 times, which is exactly the number of days Jesus took to be resurrected, and that is the reason why we'll put Easter into the 3rd highest tier. B. I also like to collect eggs. Oh wait, there's one on the subscribe button. You should click it!